Okay, cool. We're up and running. Hey man, good morning.
Awesome.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. For everybody out there,
Awesome.
I'm Josh Rogers. I'm John Owen with Movement Mortgage, and both of us here are in Jacksonville, Florida, and just bringing you guys some relevant content. And so the topic that I wanted to cover real quickly this morning, John, was all about short sales. We know over the past, say, 2, 4, 5, 6 years, going through the housing bubble and then everybody being underwater, for a lot of people, it made a financial and business sense to short sale their home. And in the
Absolutely.
meantime, a lot of them are still maintaining their current lifestyle, can still make the payments. They're still living in the nice neighborhoods, with mortgage payments from $1,500 to $2,500 a month, but they're paying it in rent. And so here's my question to you. What does it take to buy a home after filing a short sale?
Absolutely. The most important thing is from the time of the short sale, you need to have completely excellent credit or perfect credit or on-time payments is the biggest thing. Is whenever date it was, whenever the short sale finally went through, they're going to look at every debt that you've incurred or every debt that you have since that date and make sure it's current and on time. If you've missed any payments, really since the short sale date or the foreclosure date, that's really going to be a red flag. You may have had perfect history that led up to the short sale. Once the short sale was filed, they're going to look at your history since then, and that's really the biggest thing that you want to focus on. After a short sale foreclosure, is really focus on all your credit, anything that you have outstanding. Make sure it's paid on time.
Okay, so up into the short sale, maybe they would have given you a mulligan here or there with late payments or missed
Right.
payments. But after the short sale, they say, okay, we want to be sure that bad habits are not creeping back in, and that's why they want to see a good payment history.
Correct. They understand that, life happens to everybody. There's going to be, deaths or divorces or something that could cause, a short sale or just, the house market crash. That caused a lot of short sales for a lot of people. They didn't want to continue paying a lot of money for a house that they could get, a bigger, better house in a different neighborhood for less money. So a lot of people just, I'm not going to pay on this. It's lost too much value. There's no need. And they decided to go rent. So they understand that life happens at least once, but what you've done since life happened is what they're really going to be focusing on.
Okay, perfect. And let me ask you this. Let's break it down into a couple categories. VA, which means anybody that has eligibility with VA associated with the military. How long after the short sale is closed or filed, or what's the language on that?
Not filed. It has to be, completely done. Closed. Normally, there's a HUD provided, via the seller. Whoever took the house on, once it's sold at auction or wherever it's completely finalized, is the date that they go off of, not when the process started. It could start, in January and not end until December. Short sales can sometimes take a little while, so they go off when it's actually finalized. And with the VA requirements, it's only 1 year out from the short sale. After 1 year, you can, apply and buy, a different house.
Okay, and how about FHA?
FHA is 2 years at this point. Those are always changing. And then, so FHA is currently 2, and then the other would be the conventional, loans. They were 2 recently. They've gone back to 4 years on the conventional programs.
Okay, and the benefit of FHA is a lower down payment. Is that right?
Correct. 3.5% down versus 5% down.
Okay, and that'll be another video that we cover about how much money does it actually take to buy a home. I think a lot of people think it's a lot more than it actually is. Uh,
Absolutely.
so let's see. So you're telling me for FHA, if we closed on a short sale that I filed in 2013,
Mhm.
coming in the next couple months, I could go out and buy another home so long as my payments are on time and my credit looks clean.
Absolutely, and you meet the minimum, credit score requirements for those particular programs. So, as long as all that's in order, like I said, the main thing is the history from, the time of the adverse, credit action.
Okay, and let's just identify the elephant in the room. John, a lot of people have filed short sales, right?
Absolutely, you're not the only one in the neighborhood. Trust me. It's happened to a lot of people, over the last, especially 2 to 5 years. I would say it's probably the most it's ever been.
Is it something to feel ashamed about or embarrassed about?
Not at all, and a lot of times, like I said, you can find, that you were paying on one house, and they're building brand new homes around you for less than maybe what you bought your house. Maybe you bought it in the prime of the market when everything was going up in value. and you maybe just bought at the wrong time and then it crashed, and then you saw better, newer houses and better neighborhoods, maybe better schools that you decided, hey, why not? And then maybe you qualified for those and just walked away from the other one if you couldn't get it sold. So
Hmm.
nothing to be ashamed about. It happens. Like I said, it's life, and you can definitely get back on the right track and get out of renting and get back into owning your own home very quickly. As long as your credit has been, like I said, in the right place, since the adverse action.
Okay, perfect, ma'am. Thank you for the information straight from the horse's mouth. You guys let us know your comments, your questions, your feedback. Go ahead and post that below this video, and we'll also have John's contact below this video as well as mine. So I look forward to the next one. Thanks, John.
Thank you.